as we all know, it's all about tariffs and the Trump presidency, and that's creating a great deal of concern within various markets, including oil and exchange rates. So the average oil price per barrel dropped from 74.75 in February to 71.45 in March, a drop of $3.30. The minimum fell from 72.07 to 69.28, a fall of $2.79. And the maximum dropped from $77 to 75.18, a drop of $1.82. For those who are references in pounds per tonne, that's a fall from 448.78 pounds to 416.78 pounds, a fall of exactly 32 pounds per tonne. And a similar theme really continued in terms of exchange rates. We saw a little bit of weakness of the pound against the euro. It dropped from 120 to 119. But I think the big change was really in the dollar pound, which went from 125 in February to 129 in March. So really demonstrating dollar weakness as the concerns about import duties affecting consumer prices in the US feed through to the risk of the US economy falling backwards, and generally not a good news situation. So we have to wait and see how the Trump presidency deals with all these tariffs they're planning to impose. And with that, I'm going to hand over to Ian, who's going to talk about the impact of that on monomers and potentially polymers. Good luck, Ian.
Thanks very much, Mike. So yeah, to coin a phrase, the only thing we can be certain of at the moment is uncertainty. Monomers, in line with what Mike's just talked about, sort of fell with sort of cost in raw materials. So ethylene C2 dropped by €55 from 12.60 to 12.05. Propylene also dropped by €55 from 11.35 euros to 1,080 euros. So I'm going to deal with the slightly easy part first, which is polypropylene. There's a little bit of clarity when it comes to polypropylene. Mostly falling somewhere in the region of around about 30 to 50 pounds a ton. It depends on the starting point. It depends on whether you're looking at it from the end of March or whether you're looking at the start of March. But basically, March into April, we're looking at around about a 30 to 50 pound a ton drop on polypropylene. It's pretty much in line with a fall in the raw material. Very difficult to give any insight at this stage on what's happening with polyethylene. Most people appear to be sending out rollover, citing concerns about tariffs, retaliation tariffs from the EU of potential 25% taxes on US imports. Europe is very reliant on US imports of LLDPE and HDPE to meet its needs. And this is causing a lot of uncertainty, causing a little bit of tightness. And this is the justification for a rollover when we've seen this monomer drop. Everybody's also indicating that this price is subject to change at a moment's notice, depending on what happens with tariffs. So for now, it's a rollover. In 10 days' time, we could be looking at a very different picture. Could be looking at significant increases as we see huge disruption to the trade flows, to the distribution of material from different locations as we try and find a new balance in a completely upturned world. So there will be more detailed information on tariffs as and when we get more information, and we will try and make sense of it all. And there'll obviously also be a more detailed price know-how coming out later on in the month. Thanks very much.
Thanks very much, Ian. Thank you very much, Mike. It's an evolving picture, as Ian has said. So if there is anything at all we can do to support your decision making in the very short term, then please don't hesitate to get in contact with us. And as Ian said, we'll be putting out more information as soon as the situation is clearer. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you.
Thank you.